What is up, guys? We are back with another video here. We got another episode of Quik Talk Sports for you. And we got a special guest on today, Dylan Meyer. He's been my friend since we were about 4 years old. Say what's up, Dylan.
What's up, guys?
So today, a little bit about Dylan. I'm going to give you, some background info. He runs the fan page, DwyaneWadeEdits. That's what he's most known for. Dylan, you want to just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I've been a D-Wade fan since I was little. I've always looked up to him. And one day I just decided, because I liked sports editing at the same time, so I just wanted to build a fan page for him just to show my love and to have people around the world who haven't seen Wade play or haven't seen some of his rare plays just see his plays. So I've had that since I was 11. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about why, how he started the page, but just get a little, personal life. How have you been during quarantine? How have you been during COVID? What you been up to?
Just been chilling at the house. I've been spending some good time with my mom. I've been swimming, working out a little bit, just chilling, playing PS4 with the boys, just chilling.
That's cool. For the viewers that don't know you, just tell them a little bit about yourself. How old are you? Where are you going to be going to college? What's your major? All that.
So I'm 18. I'm from South Florida. I went to Western High School, and this upcoming fall, I'm going to be attending the University of Florida. I'm going to be majoring in telecommunications. I want to do something revolving around sports broadcasting, or, maybe one day host my own sports radio show, or.
That's cool. So let me start this off for you. For D Wade, you've been running this for what, 6 years now?
I'm on 7, so yeah.
On 7. Okay. When was the first time he's interacted with you on the account, and and do you remember the time he followed you?
I remember, the exact day. So it was August 10th, 2015.
Wow.
I randomly, out of nowhere, he never had liked a post before. He just started following me out of nowhere, and that was his first ever interaction with the page.
Crazy?
Yeah, I was screaming and everything. I mean, I was a 14-year-old kid, so yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the first time he noticed the page. But interaction, meaning like talking to me through DM, was probably the next day. I reached out and said, "Thank you so much for the follow," and he was like, "I appreciate what you do for me." So that was cool by him.
Okay, and how about you tell the story to the people watching about the time? I know he gave you tickets to a game. So why don't you give them a little bit of information about that day for you?
Yeah, so that day was a crazy day. So the night before that day, I had posted on my Instagram story, like, I wish Dwayne Wade could take me to a game, because I've been to Heat games before, but obviously it would be very special and different if Wade took me. So he didn't answer that night to the DM, which I wasn't expecting him to. I was just seeing what I could have done with that. But the next morning, he actually DM'd me saying, "What's up, Dylan? I got you tonight with 2 tickets. To tonight's game." And I was like, "There's no way." In my head, I said that, but so that night I got to the game. My mom took me to the game, and after the game was when I finally met him. We talked about the page, we talked about life, and it was so dope to finally get to meet him.
That's cool. I know you made some highlights for him. I know he's reposted your mixes multiple times. I remember telling you like at late night once he just randomly reposted. What does it feel like? He's a legend, and he's just you're probably his best fan page, and he respects what you do for him in terms of spreading his legacy. What does that how does that feel to you?
It's an unreal feeling, and it's like every time he does it, it's just I get the same feeling of like, wow, like Dwayne Wade just reposted my post. Like that feeling comes every single time.
So he follows it. Why don't you tell everyone else who doesn't know the page? By the way, real quick, follow at DwyaneWadeEdits when you have a chance if you're watching this video. For the people that don't know, who else follows it? Famous people, Gab. Who follows it?
So the whole Wade family does. Karan Butler follows it. The Score follows it. Hoops Nation. Cassius Stanley did follow it. He unfollowed it. But
any football players?
Football players. No, I don't think so.
No NFL players at all?
No.
Damn. I remember you telling me one time that Mike Evans liked your picture. But
Mike Evans. Yeah, my bad. Mike Evans has been following for a long time. He follows me on my personal too. I got to know him also through
Oh,
the
he follows
page.
you on your personal?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Has he ever liked your pictures on that or not really?
He's liked one, but yeah, we tried playing PS4 together once. It didn't work, but
Why?
that was cool to get to know him too.
It just didn't work?
No, I don't know
That's
why,
cool.
but yeah.
So about Zaire, switch the subject to young DNA real quick. What do you think personally, his future is going to look like?
As of right now, it's looking bright. I like the decision he made going to Brewster next year. I think that's going to be a great opportunity for him to, grow and build himself and find himself. I think he's going to hopefully make the NBA and be the next D Wade, but in his own way. A lot of people doubt him, and I hope he uses that to, help benefit himself and work hard.
With a legend and a Hall of Famer like Wade training him, getting him better, he definitely has a bright future, and we'll see, what his next step is in his journey. I know D Wade has been working out with him, like I just said, and he is retired. Why don't you give the fans a little bit of an update of what he's been up to during retirement, and does he have a chance to come out of retirement at all?
So D Wade has been spending a lot of time with his family, especially during quarantine. I'm sure everyone has seen his hair, that he loves, new looks with his hair. He makes TikToks with his family, but recently he's been back on TNT and he's been working out with Zaire. So is there a chance he comes out? I mean, never say never. I mean, he does look like he's in shape and stuff. So hopefully, I'm hoping he does, but probably not.
Yeah. So let's switch it over, step away from DwyaneWadeEdits for a second. What for you, Dylan Meyer specifically, have you played basketball, or did you play basketball in high school, middle school? What's your career been like ever since you were a kid?
Yeah. So, I played basketball when I was little. I played travel for 5 years from 3rd to 7th grade. So, I played at middle school at American Heritage at my middle school. I never played high school basketball, but I did play in a rec league during high school just for fun. So
that's cool.
But yeah, I have played basketball.
That's cool. Another question for you. Have you been watching NBA right now, in the bubble?
Yeah, of course.
So my question for you is just give me your analysis, just what you think, your predictions. Just give me your prediction of what you think is going to happen. Who will get just go through the whole run. Who's going to end up getting the 8 seed in the West? And then just give me, your conference final prediction and then your finals and who's going to win it all.
So for the West, obviously the Suns are undefeated right now. Devin Booker's playing amazing, but I do think the Trailblazers are going to end up getting that eighth spot. I mean, I don't think the Suns can win all 8 games. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Devin proves me wrong, but I got the Trailblazers getting that 8th seed. I also got the Lakers winning it all this year. LeBron winning that 4th ring. That's just my bold prediction. Not bold, but my prediction. And I also got the Heat making it to the Eastern Conference Finals versus the Bucks.
So we're gonna have to play them in the second round, though. So
you're right.
So what you're saying, we're gonna beat them or no?
I don't know. I mean, I definitely think we can. I think we match up well with the Bucks. But obviously, if we get past the Bucks in the second round, then maybe he can make the finals. We'll see.
Yeah. I think that he, lucked out with Simmons and beat out. I think we're better than Indiana. I think we'll get that first round win easily now. I would have loved to play Toronto instead of Milwaukee in that second round. So I think it's going to be tough. I agree with you. I think LeBron gets his 4th ring no matter who he has to play. Probably going to be Clippers and then the Bucks. But he definitely needs one more to get a GOAT status 100%. He's the GOAT in my book, but I'm talking about, for everyone. Because I know some people still think Jordan. Who do you think, LeBron or Jordan?
I just think there's GOATs of generations, and I've never watched MJ play. So my personal GOAT is LeBron James, but the GOAT, I mean, it's in the air.
And also, obviously Wade's your favorite player. If there wasn't no Dwayne Wade, who is your second favorite player?
LeBron, just because, he was in Miami same time. They got drafted at the same time. So LeBron, I love watching him too.
Did you attend many Heat games as a kid growing up?
Yeah, I did. I've always been a huge Heat fan.
That's cool. So you said you went to the University of, or you're going to the University of Florida. coming up in about a week or two. Why'd you choose UF?
Good question. My older brother goes to UF, and it's the best school in Florida. So, that's really what made my decision.
You got into the other schools, right, in Florida?
Yeah.
FSU, UCF.
Yeah. For a minute, I was debating on UCF. Not for a minute, but for quite a while, I was debating on UCF, UF. And I finally came to a conclusion that UF is the better place for me, honestly. So, yeah.
Okay. Back to DwyaneWadeEdits real quick before we wrap this up. Is there anything you have to just give, random facts, information that I didn't talk about that's just cool about running the fan page, the fans, the DMs you probably get, the notifications, your advice for people trying to run a fan page as big as you, just all of that stuff, just the random information about running such a big fan page. It has how many followers now?
Right now, 122,000.
That's crazy. So why don't you give everyone a little bit of information about that?
So one of my favorite things about running a fan page is, sometimes people reach out and they just simply say, like, I appreciate you having a page, just because they're Wade fans and they like seeing things pop up. Like, they like seeing Wade highlights just pop up on their timeline. So just hearing those things makes me feel good. And in terms of advice for fan pages, you have to, the main thing that I always say is commitment, because if you just want to run a page for followers, anyone could do that. You could just start a page right now and just want followers, but you have to be committed. You have to work hard. You have to find posts that will do well, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but as you guys start to make pages. Yeah. So just commitment's the biggest thing. And, you also build so many friendships. I never thought I would be friends with so many other Heat pages that I've also met in person now. So it's just cool running a page. I mean, who knows how long it'll last, but yeah, it's cool.
All right. I got one last question and then I'll wrap it up. There was a time when DwyaneWadeEdits, not many people know, was down. Account was taken down. I know you have a DWade backup account, but what was that like, and how did you, why did they take it down, and how did you get it back?
So, that happened last summer. That was ridiculous. I got taken down for impersonating D-Wade. Obviously, it's a fan page. It clearly stated that, but I should have made it more obvious, which now I did. But, yeah, it was taken down for impersonation, and obviously it sucked. But I kept reaching out to Instagram. They didn't really reply. But then finally they asked me to, send a picture of myself holding up, a code to make sure it was my page, and finally – a week later, I got the page back. So
you had to prove a picture of your page and that you weren't impersonating him or any of that?
Yeah.
Did you try to get Wade to help you out or no?
I tried to, yeah. I mean, he's a busy guy. He didn't really know what he could do, so.
For sure.
But, yeah.
All right. Well, that's all my questions for you. But real quick for the viewers, I've been with Dylan, obviously, ever since he ran this page. So, as a friend, he's always, has his computer with him, but just for the commitment side of it, always making mixes, got to make at least one a day. When he was playing, had to post his stats, have that ready, on top of it. No matter where he was always committed once or twice a day. You really have to love running a fan page, love a player to do that. Anyone could, like he said, run it for followers, but he really did it for the love of D-Wade's game. And like I said, I'm talking about, we've been in long car rides, we've been at Heat games, we've been in theme parks, we've been at basketball games, other than Heat games, we've been to Gatorade, and he's been ready to post at all times, staying up with it, nice to fans. I know he's met a couple fans that knew who he was at Heat games and other events. And I know he's met Wade a couple times through it. So I think that's really cool. And he didn't just do it for that. He did it because he truly does love Wade's game and who he is as a person, which is cool. And Dylan will be going to, I'm sure, some Gator football and basketball games this year when he gets here, if there's a season, which right now is up in the air. But then I just want to appreciate you, Dylan, for joining in Quik Talk Sports podcast. Real quick, my tag is Logan Collins 223 for Instagram. Also, make sure you follow the Quik Talk Sports Instagram, and you like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Dylan, you want to just give the quick tags out?
Yeah, so thank you, Logan, for having me on here. My Instagram is at Dylan3Meyer, and also at DwyaneWadeEdits, DWYANE WadeEdits. Max will put it up here. But thank you guys. Thank you, Logan and Sosa, who couldn't be here tonight, for having me on here.
Real quick, Sosa couldn't be here tonight. He had something going on, and Max, our media manager, who just Dylan shouted out, just want to give him a shout out because, all the stuff he does behind the scenes. Like Dylan said, make sure you go follow both pages, and he'll keep you updated with all the Wade stuff you need to be updated with. Just looking forward to this week with podcasts. We have 2 college basketball players coming on. We have 2 high school football recruits coming on that we were going to be posting within the next week or 2. And just stay tuned for more episodes. And the more you guys subscribe, the more likes we get, the better our videos are going to get, the more high quality, the better guest, all that. Everything's just going to get better. So again, I appreciate you coming on, Dylan, and we'll see you on the next episode of Quick Talk Sports. Peace.
Peace. Thank you.